Hello friends, been a while, but I thought I'd film another video of the 3 things you need to know about topic series. So today is 3 things you need to know about sex. So excuse me if I blush the whole way through this, that's just gonna happen. But I've had a lot of questions recently from young women that I know who are preparing for their first time or getting married, and therefore they're Christian, so their belief is, you wait until you're married to have sex. So again, preparing for the first time and maybe a little bit nervous about it, or just wanting to be prepared. And I always think preparation for anything is helpful, so that's why I'm putting this video out there. And I hope that it helps some young women. These are the things that I wish I'd known before I had sex for the first time. One of the things I did know, and I'll see if I can get the book, is that preparation really does help in terms of mental preparation and honestly sometimes physical preparation as well. So a book that I found really helpful was Getting Your Sex Life Off to a Great Start by the Penner family. And that book's really useful because it's really practical. You don't have to be a Christian to read it. They're Christians who wrote it. But a lot of their tips are just literally focusing on, if you're nervous, you need to find ways to relax. Otherwise, sex can be quite uncomfortable. If you're all tensed up, things just don't flow how you would like. So that's the first thing I'd say, is that preparation really helps. And I think that if you're in a committed relationship, it's a lot easier to prepare together because you can have, really easy conversations about what are your boundaries, what are you expecting, and how you think things might go, that kind of thing. So you're not sort of just, in the moment deciding, well, let's go for it, and then there's a lot more, can be a lot more nervousness and anxiety if you go that route. But, to each their own. The second thing I'd say is that laughter is really key, and it makes everything more fun, more relaxed, and especially because, to be honest, sex is, messy. Sometimes sex is messy, and sometimes things don't fit exactly where you thought they would. And I'm not even just talking about heterosexual sex between a man and a woman. Sex is messy and sometimes things just don't go quite how you expect. So, again, being in a committed relationship helps because it's easy to laugh together about, well, that didn't work, did it? The more laughter involved, the more fun sex is. So that's one of the main things I'd say. And the third thing that I think is important to know is that sex shouldn't be terribly painful. And I'll say this because, back in the day, there used to be a theory, people would always say, oh, well, the first time always hurts, and that really depends on, if you're a woman having penetrative sex for the first time, whether it hurts really depends on how much exercise you've done, things like your genetics and whether you're prone to having tight vaginal muscles and things like that. But what I would say is that if you are really relaxed and you trust your partner and you're going slow, then it shouldn't be terribly painful. And if you're using enough lube, that's a good thing. Lube will really help. And if you are experiencing pain, there's something called vaginismus, where your vaginal muscles are too tight, and so that can really interfere with your sex life. And so what I'd suggest is, go see a gynecologist, or even just talk to your GP if you're having problems, or, even if you're exploring your body on your own and you're finding that things are tight or painful, that's definitely something that you can talk to your doctor about. And don't be embarrassed. Doctors have heard everything. You're not going to shock them by being like, I'm having problems with my sex drive or whatever at the moment, and I'd like some help. Related to that, but not part of the sex shouldn't be painful. But, if you are having, concerns about your sex drive, too high, too low, that is something that you can talk to, not just a GP or doctor, but, a psychologist, or even just talk to your friends and family, people you trust. Don't go talking to everyone about sex, but, if you need to bounce ideas off someone, honestly, it's worth doing for peace of mind. So, and the more peace you have, the better the sex is. So those are my 3 tips, things that I think you need to know about sex, and I hope it was helpful. If you are a young woman in that position, feel free to PM me anytime. I've enjoyed getting to answer questions so far, and just really praying you all have a wonderful entry into your sex lives. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.